My name is Lorrie Kennedy. I am the broker owner of Classic Realty.
Jackie Huff, part of the Huff Realty team at Classic Realty.
Michelle Gunlock, part of Classic Realty and the mentor for the office.
Offers of
Offers.
office. It's fine. It's like food. Anyways.
Okay, so I hear a lot of Lorrie does good, Lorrie's great, but what about when Lorrie comes after you? What about when she makes you step up and do the next right thing?
I think that's great. I think the broker should make you step up and challenge you and push you to try harder. And I feel like that's what you do, because you push with love and kindness and firmness. And I think that's a really good quality that you have.
So while this is recorded, if you don't hear from me in 24 hours, I'm looking for it. No, seriously, all joking aside, it's great. One of the videos I did when I initially came over, I was a little disgruntled and upset because how things went with my previous brokerage. I did all the things right, but I wasn't getting the support. And so for me, I was kind of like, okay, what do I want to do? And then Lorrie kind of kicked me in the butt to get me off the bench and like, get to it. So that was good for me to have somebody to push me, and I also saw the potential that I felt that I knew I had in myself, but somebody pushed me to do that. So that was very huge for me. And no, she didn't pay me to say that either. So,
well, when you came in and you sat down and said, this is the vision I have,
yeah,
and this is what I want to do with my real estate career, and then I hear you make a statement that's taking you in the opposite direction, that's when it's time to sit down and have a talk.
Oh yeah, and it was a great talk.
Only because I fed you.
Yes, she did feed me. Everything's good over food.
Come to Jesus meeting with chicken.
Well, and the thing is, sometimes you have to have that because what's the saying? Sometimes we get in our own way, right? Where we, can't see beyond the nose in our face, right? So sometimes having somebody on the outside to give you perspective about, hey, you need to really focus on this, or hey, you're saying that you want to do X, but you're going in a different direction. So let's refocus you back here.
Getting in your own way.
Yeah.
When we had that conversation, you were like, I just got so much to do and I can't get to everything. I said, why haven't you hired a TC?
Yes.
You've got to make the next move because
And
you
as
can
soon
only
as
do
I
so much for
did,
yourself.
it was so much better to have a transaction coordinator so I could just focus on my business. And you recognized that I was at that level because I was crying.
You were about to get burned out. You were about to get burned out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you were overwhelmed.
It's easy because you get so caught up in all the transactions that you're doing, and then you turn around and you're looking like, okay, I gotta get all this stuff done. I gotta get this, I gotta get that. And then I know for me it's harder because you have a level of service that you want to provide, right? And so it's the trust part, right? Because your name is your bond, it's your reputation. And then being able to recognize, okay, I have to get out of my own way. Yeah, it's okay that somebody does this, but they're not gonna be absolutely perfect, but they can get this done that allows me to do other things that better serve my client, because then you start to realize like, oh, I'm not really giving the service that I want to give because I'm doing everything, right? So, but being able to have somebody on the outside to kind of look in and say, why don't you do this? Hey, why don't you do that? And then actually, processing that makes a huge difference.
It's time to do this so you can save money on your taxes.
That's true. Yeah.
Yep.
I had that conversation with both of you guys this year.
Yes. Yes.
Oh yeah. Well, and this is just, for me, is being able to have a broker that does have those conversations with you, and that, you're not looked at, because I know there's a lot of people that talk about, competing brokers and all this other stuff, but it's not competition. We're here to grow. There's enough pie for everybody to get a slice, right? So it's not that you're competing. It's, hey, I'm providing you a value or, some inspiration or direction that maybe you don't see. So I think that's very, very huge.
I think so too. I agree with you, Jackie.
That doesn't happen
We found
often.
somebody that talks for himself.
Oh, y'all didn't know that by now? Y'all need to look at some of my videos.
Why are we in sales? We like to talk.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It has been an absolute pleasure watching both of you growing into a mentor. You're doing an amazing job with your mentees. Love watching that part of you grow, and I feel like that was kind of what you were searching for, and that was definitely your next step. And watching you actually make your team a reality with everything that you bring to your team it's just been awesome to watch you guys fulfill your own dreams and goals.
That's what it's
It means a
about.
lot
Yeah.
to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's, being at a place where you can have those dreams and not feel threatened to have those dreams, right? For a broker to allow you to actually have the dream and help you enact that dream. I think that for me, that's huge because, like I stated before, I've come from the bigger brokerage where it's like, oh, cool, you have the dream, but let me, you really should do that. Yeah, it doesn't fit in our scheme. And it's like, well, it's not really about your scheme. It's about my scheme, your scheme. What do we want to do to grow our business, and just having something that's actually there for us. So I'm just thankful that we did meet and talk during that time and actually, came over here because I don't know where I would be at this point if I had not came over here. So
I feel like that too. I feel like I came to you at a time that I really needed some support and guidance, and you were there. You helped me through that time. And this year, when I told you that I want to get my broker's license, instead of you saying that you felt threatened or something, you said, you know what, I would like to have somebody else have their broker's license in my brokerage. And I really liked that answer when you said that.
Thank you.
Yeah, and that's, it's kind of the same thing. It's, anything I think that I know that I've brought up, and I know probably Michelle's brought up, it's never been like, how dare you? And that's huge.
No, it's like, how can we make that happen? What
How
do we
can we
do?
make that?
Yeah.
I've often heard you say, how can we make that happen?
Yep, and that's huge, especially, being a realtor and just trying to grow the business, right? And to better serve, the community, the people we work with, even, amongst realtors, and all the partners we work with between title company, lenders, appraisers, anybody you can think of that's a part of it, inspectors, all those people, being able to grow and interact and to kind of do that is huge. It's huge.
I'm glad you guys both chose to be part of the Classic.
Cool.
We are too.
Hope to keep
Yeah.
you for a long time.
Oh yeah, definitely so. Why don't you keep
Wherever that
feeding
takes.
me
Wherever that
steak.
takes you.
Steaks. Thank you.
Thank you.
Steaks.